You're going to be slip sliding away, gliding all over the place when we tell you all about this custom shop catch Taylor with some very unique features. So stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name's Chris McKee.
I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to our channel, subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you want to support the channel, visit our spring store link below, buy some swag, check out our podcast, go to alamomusic.com, buy some things, maybe this guitar. It all supports us in the end. This is a cool guitar. It's different. It's got a really unique feature that you won't find on another Taylor guitar, really. And we're going to tell you all about it. But this is from the 2025 NAMM Catch event. And it's actually pretty similar to a guitar I own in a lot of ways. This is a custom GA, spruce, maple, black finished, transparent on the back, so you can see that figured maple kind of shining through. Very tuxedo kind of esque quality here with the crisp white binding and the dark ebony finish and so forth. It's a lot like, in some ways, the old DDSM. Mm-hmm. So dual DAC signature model that used to exist in the early 2000s was very much like this guitar. Now this is a V-class braced version, but it's a GA with GC depth. So grand auditorium body that's thinner like a grand concert. Florentine cutaway. It's with that combination of features, short scale. It's a very fast playing guitar. It's designed to be quick response, good flat response, so you can kind of play. Yeah. If you're like if you're an old guy with a thumb pick, this guitar is probably for you. It's going to excel at very fast kind of picking. Yeah. But they kind of upped the ante with this. Yeah, you've got the Florentine cut, which I love. So I've got, we've shown on our channel, I've got an old DDSM that's the natural finish. And that's why it was made for Doyle, because you'd have fast response. He's playing really fast all over the place, fingerstyle stuff. And so, yeah, thin body, fast response from the maple, and a shorter scale length. It's 24.75 inch scale length, so a little closer together too. So very cool stuff. Gold tuners.
Is that wings?
Artist series inlay.
That's artist?
Artist inlay. Yep.
Foiled again.
Foiled again. Abalone.
Mm-hmm.
Abalone.
Blown. And the Z-Glide.
Not a new brand of brawn floss. This is something different on the back of the neck. This was actually something we kind of had a little bit of an inkling from Bob Taylor on, because he's good friends with Dean Zelinsky of Dean Guitars in the past. And Dean has created this Z-Glide neck using laser technology.
Oh, it's patented.
It's patented. And they decided to collab and do a few of these for the NAMM show.
Yeah, so built for comfort and speed and ribbed. For your pleasure. That was Josh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, that was Josh. Everything is all about the speed. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, so the Z-Glide neck is effectively a laser-treated neck carving a small amount of material off. In this case, the finish is there, but then there's what seems like unfinished parts of the wood. I'm sure there's finish there to protect it. Yeah. But the idea is that you have a mixture of contact and then no contact. Mm-hmm. And I will say at the onset, when you grab it, you notice that it's there. The texture is definitely there on your hand. But when you're playing, you're making less contact with the neck effectively. And that's the idea behind it. So, the Z-Glide's been a feature on Zelinsky's electric guitars that you can order. But as far as I know, this is the first time it's been made available outside of that with any other manufacturer.
Yeah, and strangely enough, I think it's now a custom option.
It's very cool. Lasers can do amazing things. The pattern's neat.
Yeah.
And they did this on a few. The black one.
There's an orange one.
There's an orange one, which also kind of reminds me of old DDSM ones. They had like a desert orange one.
So this, I think, it's only on the builder's, right, build sheet?
I think so.
But I think you can add on the Z-Glide to a custom Taylor, which is kind of cool. They piloted it with these guitars, but, I mean, there's some collectors out there that have a lot of Dean or Zelinsky guitars, and like it. A friend of ours, John Louis, he had a Dean, liked the neck. And so I do think it's kind of an interesting thing. Kind of got to play it to believe it.
Well, it kind of makes sense, right? So let's take a look at the back of this neck again, right? The whole guitar is a gloss finish guitar along with the neck. And that's pretty common on a lot of guitars, particularly if they're maple necks.
Yeah.
In this case, it looks like it's a mahogany neck. You're going to have a gloss finish, and gloss can be kind of sticky. So that for that reason, most of us would prefer a satin finish neck. Now, scientifically, if you think about it, the reason that you like the feeling of a satin finish neck versus a gloss, and why gloss feels like it's going to stop your hand, is because you're actually making more contact with gloss than you are with satin. From a microscopic level, a satin finished, neck really kind of has more holes, if you will, less uniform contact, and so it feels smoother. That's this on a macro level.
Yeah.
So this, is giving you a very unique design, but it's following this idea that you have less consistent contact with the material, so you're going to move at a faster pace.
And it's cool. When I demoed it, I definitely want you to hear the sound of the guitar itself, because it's not just a random guitar with the Z-Glide neck. Like, it's a nice sounding, spruce maple.
It's kind of a hot rod.
Yeah, it's cool. And it sounds good by itself, but also try to throw in some real fast stuff to show how fast you can go. It's not as fast as I can go, but it's as fast as I want it to go today.
So he says.
So take a listen.
Okay, so there you have it. Hot rodded guitar, very fast, quick response. You kind of get all over it very quickly, and then of course you have an extremely unique neck on an acoustic guitar. This to me joins a bunch of the other weird necks that are out on the market that I think at first blush most people would go like, I'm not gonna like that, and then try it, and they do.
Yeah.
If you ever played like one of the Abasi concept guitars or the Orensby electrics or something, they will have like a flat section of the back of the neck that kind of moves in a compound carve, and you look at it and it's not rounded at all, and you immediately go, that's gonna feel terrible, and then you put it in your hand, you're like, oh, this feels great.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to trust the process, so to speak.
It's definitely worth playing and feeling, because I grabbed it, and as I was bringing it upstairs, I was holding it by the neck, and I was like, this is so weird.
Right.
And then I handed it to Chris, and he was like, the moment you start playing, you don't notice it.
Right, because you're not playing like this.
Yeah. And
you're
it
never
was
going to play
exactly like that. I handed it to David, one of the guys here, and he was like, it's like you just kind of vibe out with it. It's fun.
And it's cool visual.
Yeah, it's cool.
On the back of the neck. It's neat to see kind of that design.
So it's definitely, I think, at the Catch event, there's stuff that's like, oh, this is a really unique wood combo or random inlay or whatever, and those are seen as like the unique pieces of the show. This is definitely the unique piece of the show.
Yeah.
Because
There was buzz.
there's buzz, and also like you're talking about with the body's different.
Mhm.
The cutaway, it's Florentine. That's not like a standard thing. You know, it's got a lot more going on for it than just the neck, but it's just it's a cool guitar that's fun to play, and it sounds good, plays fast. It's great.
And I do like the finish. So this is going to be very hard for you to see on camera, but it is just a light enough black finish on the back that you can see the figure.
Yeah.
Which, again, to me, harkens back to those early DDSMs. The very first ones, I think they did 250 natural, which I have one of, and 250 black, and you could see through the back finish. But then the standard models, you really couldn't. It's a hard thing to kind of get that right. So yeah, it's a very cool guitar, custom, and very unique. So if they want more information,
you're going to want to go to alamomusic.com. Also, check out our Instagram because there's some really cool glamour shots of this guitar. If you want to, get hype about it.
You should follow us on the gram.
You should hit us up on the gram. Slide right in
to the TMs.
And the Z Glide makes it a lot easier to slide right in. But you can check out the guitar on our website, and you can.
You should just say Z Glide right into the DMs.
Z Glide right into my DMs. They call me C Glide, for Cooper. So call us, text us, email us, message us on the website, or come to the store if you want to try it out. But if you know you love the Z Glide, we got it.
There you go. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, keep coming back. We'll see you next time.